Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. We are talking about one of the most underrated coins in American history, the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and coins that could surprise you with serious value, then watch this video very carefully because this small copper penny might be worth far more than 1 cent. The 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted at the Denver Mint in the United States and carries the small D mint mark below the date. It belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat series that ran from 1909 to 1958. On the front, you see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and on the back, the iconic wheat ears design that collectors admire worldwide. Now let's talk about mintage. Over 153 million coins were produced in Denver in 1949. That sounds like a big number, and yes, it is not extremely rare in circulated condition. But here's where things get interesting. Finding this coin in high mint state condition with strong details and original red color is much harder than most people think. Collectors look for sharp wheat lines on the reverse, bold lettering in 1 cent and United States of America, and clean surfaces without heavy scratches. A full red example with strong luster can be very desirable. If the coin has original red mint color instead of turning brown, its value increases significantly. Now let's discuss errors because this is where big money can happen. Some 1949 D pennies show repunched mint marks where the D appears slightly doubled. Others may have minor double die features on lettering. Off-center strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets can also make this coin much more valuable. Even small minting mistakes can turn a common penny into a collector's dream. Another factor that increases rarity is condition rarity. While millions were made, very few survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. High-grade certified coins are much harder to find, especially with blazing red surfaces. Many collectors overlook this coin because it does not have the fame of the 1943 steel penny or the 1955 double die. But serious collectors know that condition is king. A common date in top grade can sometimes sell for more than a rare date in poor shape. So, how much is the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny worth today? In circulated condition, this coin usually sells for around $3 to $15 depending on condition. In uncirculated mint state condition, it can sell for around $30 to $150. High-grade red examples can reach around $400 to $800. At major auctions, superb gem red coins have sold for more than $2,000. That is a huge difference from 1 cent face value. So before you ignore old wheat pennies in your change jar, take a closer look at the date and mint mark. That small D under 1949 could be hiding real money. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden errors, and valuable pennies that could still be found, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with other coin lovers. Your support helps us bring more exciting coin discoveries and real market values. Watch carefully, check your coins, and who knows, your next penny could be worth thousands. Top 2. We're diving into another exciting classic from the wheat penny era, the 1947 Lincoln Wheat Penny. If you collect old coins or search through pocket change hoping to find hidden value, this is one coin you need to understand carefully. The 1947 Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint, and you can identify it by the small D mint mark below the date. It is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat series that ran from 1909 to 1958. The front features Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and the reverse shows the iconic wheat ears design that collectors around the world admire. In 1947, the Denver Mint produced over 194 million pennies. Because of this large mintage, the coin is considered common in circulated grades. However, here's the part many people don't realize. High-grade uncirculated examples are much tougher to find than you might expect. Most of these pennies entered circulation and were heavily used. Over time, they lost their original red mint color and turned brown. Collectors pay close attention to color. Coins are usually classified as brown, red-brown, or full red. A full red 1947 D with strong luster and clean surfaces is far more valuable than a worn brown example. Now let's talk about errors and varieties, because this is where things get interesting. Some 1947 D pennies show repunched mint marks, where the D appears slightly doubled due to minting adjustments. There are also examples with die cracks, off-center strikes, and lamination errors. These mint mistakes can significantly increase collector interest and value. Even small doubling in the lettering can attract attention if it is strong and visible. Condition plays the biggest role in value. In circulated condition, most 1947 D pennies are affordable and easy to find. But in high mint state grades with sharp wheat lines, bold lettering, and original red surfaces, they become condition rarities. Serious collectors compete for these top-quality coins. So, what is the real market value today? In circulated condition, a 1947 D Lincoln Wheat penny usually sells for around $3 to $12 depending on wear and eye appeal. In uncirculated mint state condition, prices can range from about $25 to $150. High-grade full red examples have sold for around $400 to $1,000. At major auctions, superb gem specimens have reached prices above $2,000. That is a massive difference compared to its 1-cent face value. Many people ignore this coin because it does not have the fame of the 1955 double die or the 1943 steel cent. But smart collectors know that quality and eye appeal can turn a common date into a valuable collectible. So check your coin jars, old collections, and inherited coin boxes carefully. Look for the 1947 date and the small D mint mark. You might be holding more than just a penny if you enjoy discovering valuable coins and learning real market prices. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Stay tuned for more hidden treasures, and always remember, every penny deserves a second look. Top 3. We're taking a close look at a classic wheat penny that many collectors search for, the 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. If you enjoy finding hidden value in old coins, stay with me because this simple 1-cent coin from Philadelphia could surprise you. The 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this time, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark, so if you look below the date and see nothing there, that means it was made in Philadelphia. This coin is part of the historic Lincoln Wheat series that ran from 1909 to 1958. On the front is Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and on the back you'll see the famous wheat ears design that collectors love. In 1953, Philadelphia produced over 256 million pennies. That is a very large number, which means this coin is common in circulated grades. But here is where things become interesting. While worn examples are easy to find, high-quality uncirculated coins with full original red color are much harder to locate. Most of these coins were heavily used in daily commerce. Over time, the bright copper surface turned brown. Collectors divide them into 3 main color categories: brown, red-brown, and full red. A full red 1953 penny with strong luster, sharp wheat lines, and clean surfaces can be worth far more than a dark worn example. Now let's talk about errors and varieties, because this is where collectors get excited. Some 1953 no mint mark pennies show double die features, especially noticeable in the lettering or date. There are also examples with die cracks, cuds, off-center strikes, and lamination errors. Even small minting mistakes can make this coin more desirable and increase its value significantly. Strong doubling or dramatic off-center errors can attract serious bidding at auctions. Condition is everything with this date. In lower grades, it remains affordable. But in high mint state grades, especially with blazing red color and minimal marks, it becomes a condition rarity. Many high-grade examples were not saved carefully, so truly clean pieces are harder to find today. So what is the real market value? In circulated condition, a 1953 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny usually sells for around $2 to $10 depending on wear and eye appeal. In uncirculated mint state condition, prices typically range from about $20 to $150. High-grade full red examples can sell for around $300 to $800. At major auctions, superb gem red coins have reached prices above $1,500. That is a huge jump from its 1-cent face value. Before you ignore old wheat pennies in your collection, always check the date and mint mark area carefully. A simple 1953 with no mint mark could be more valuable than you think, especially if it has sharp details and original red color. If you love learning about valuable coins, hidden errors, and real market prices, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other coin collectors. Stay tuned for more exciting coin discoveries, and remember, even an ordinary penny can hold extraordinary value. Top 4. We are going back to the post-World War era to talk about a classic American coin that many collectors still search for, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. If you have old wheat pennies sitting in a jar or collection, listen very carefully because this simple 1-cent coin could hold more value than you expect. The 1946 no mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark, so if you look under the date and see nothing there, that means it was made in Philadelphia. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat series that ran from 1909 to 1958. On the front is Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and on the back you'll see the iconic wheat ears design that collectors around the world recognize instantly. In 1946, Philadelphia produced over 991 million pennies. That is nearly 1 billion coins. Because of this massive mintage, the coin is common in circulated condition. But here is where things become interesting for serious collectors. While worn examples are everywhere, high-grade uncirculated coins with strong strike and original red color are much harder to find than most people realize. Most 1946 pennies were used heavily in daily transactions after the war. Over time, their bright copper surface turned brown. Collectors classify these coins as brown, red-brown, or full red. A full red example with blazing luster, sharp wheat lines, and minimal marks can command a much higher price than a dull brown coin. Now let's talk about errors and varieties, because this is where hidden value can appear. Some 1946 no-mint mark pennies show minor double die features in the lettering or date. There are also examples with die cracks, cuds, lamination errors, and off-center strikes. These mint errors make the coin more unique and much more desirable. Strong, visible doubling or dramatic strike errors can significantly increase collector demand. Condition is the key factor for this date. Since so many were made, rarity mostly depends on grade. A well-preserved mint state coin with original red surfaces is considered a condition rarity. The fewer marks and the stronger the eye appeal, the higher the value climbs. So what is the real market value today? In circulated condition, a 1946 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for around $2 to $8 depending on wear and eye appeal. In uncirculated mint state condition, it can range from about $25 to $150. High-grade full red examples have sold for around $300 to $900. At major auctions, superb gem red specimens have reached prices above $1,500. That is an incredible difference compared to its 1-cent face value. Before you spend or ignore old wheat pennies, check the date carefully and examine the coin under good light. A simple 1946 with no mint mark might be more valuable than you think, especially if it has strong details and original color. If you enjoy discovering valuable coins and learning real market prices, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Stay tuned for more hidden treasures, and remember, every wheat penny deserves a second look. Top 5. We are exploring another classic treasure from American coin history, the 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. If you love searching through old coin rolls and collections hoping to find hidden value, then pay close attention, because the simple 1-cent coin from Philadelphia could surprise you. The 1940 no mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. At that time, Philadelphia did not place a mint mark on its coins, so if you look below the date and see no letter, that means it was produced there. This coin is part of the legendary Lincoln Wheat series that began in 1909 and ended in 1958. The obverse shows Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and the reverse features the famous wheat ears design that collectors instantly recognize. In 1940, Philadelphia produced over 586 million pennies. That is a very large number, which makes this coin common in circulated condition. Many of these coins were used heavily during the early years of World War II, which means most surviving pieces show noticeable wear. But here is where collectors get interested. While worn brown examples are easy to find, high-grade uncirculated coins with sharp strike and original red mint color are much more difficult to locate. Copper coins naturally darken over time, so finding a full red 1940 penny with strong luster and minimal marks can be challenging. Condition and color play a huge role in value. Now let's talk about errors and varieties, because this is where hidden money can appear. Some 1940 no mint mark pennies show minor double die features, especially in the date or lettering. There are also examples with die cracks, cuds, lamination errors, and off-center strikes. A well-defined mint error can dramatically increase the value compared to a normal example. Collectors always examine wheat pennies carefully under magnification to spot these details. Even though this date is not considered rare by mintage, it can become scarce in higher mint state grades. Coins with strong wheat lines, bold lettering in 1 cent and United States of America, and clean surfaces are much more desirable. So what is the real market value today? In circulated condition, a 1940 mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for around $3 to $10 depending on wear and eye appeal. In uncirculated mint state condition, it typically ranges from about $30 to $150. High-grade full red examples can sell for around $400 to $1,000. At major auctions, superb gem red coins have reached prices above $2,000. That is an impressive difference from its 1 cent face value. Before you overlook old wheat pennies, check the date carefully and examine the mint mark area. A simple 1940 with no mint mark could be more valuable than you think, especially if it has original red color or a noticeable error. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden varieties, and real market prices, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other coin collectors. Stay tuned for more exciting discoveries, and always remember, every old penny deserves a second look.